Hello and welcome to LowerBitrate, the podcast number 34.
34.
Climbing up there,
Still in our mid-30s.
living life. Today is July 15th, new tax day, 2020 tax day. Hope you
I
did your
am.
taxes.
Rip.
Here, just a quick reminder, we have a link tree, so that lists everything, and I know you dirty boys want to see the OnlyFans. That's on there too. It's link.tree/LowerBitrate. Access to everything as well. What else we plug in?
Well, you can always, if you don't want to find the link tree, you could always find us on Twitter at LowerBitrate or on YouTube as well. And yeah, thanks so much for listening. Catch us in your podcast catcher.
Yeah. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to like the video.
Yeah, one more thing we want to add on there after our plugs is thanks for listening. We appreciate it. I really look forward to this podcast every week. We're even planning, one-off episodes like bonus episodes. Just this has been really fun. So if you're listening, thank you. We appreciate you listening to us shoot the shit every week.
Yeah, this definitely helps me like decompress.
Yeah.
All the shit that's been happening or whatever.
Yeah, just talk about what we really enjoy, which is entertainment like movies, TV, and video games. And what a time to be consuming these things. I was really glad, just as a real tangent here, just thinking about that we had the podcast running. So it's not something we started once like lockdowns began. I was like, hey, this is great. I can put more energy into making my podcast. So one good thing of this hell we live in.
You could actually like sit down and like actually like life slows down and you can put more effort towards something. Which is good.
It's really satisfying because it's creative as well. Personal thing, my therapist really encourages me to do creative things because it turns on your right brain instead of your like analytical, anxious left brain. So give your left brain a break.
That's been running for me the whole week.
Yeah, give it a break. You need to decompress and just do something creative. Like I love painting miniatures. Making a podcast is really creative. Whether anybody listens to it or not, you're still creating something. It's very satisfying. It boosts my mood. So I'd recommend it. Let us know, what you're creating or working on. I'm really interested.
And a quick reminder to register to vote.
Yeah, please do.
I think primaries are still happening throughout the month, I believe. I think Alabama just had theirs. So I think it's vote.gov or vote.org or something like that. Check it out. Just Google register to vote, your county or your state or whatever, and make your voice heard.
Yes. Affect your community. There's local things being done. You can affect your life directly, like the schools and the roads and, local leadership. So take the time to do it. It's worth it.
Yeah, and right now there's all politicians are doing is just listening, not no action. LOL, 4 months for $1,200. Who would have thought? Yeah, take your time out to find the avenues. Most of the people are doing these things online anyway, like online forums in most places. So take out some time, find where they're doing it, what time, and ask them questions that are important to you. Like what are they doing for schools reopening? That's a big thing that's going to be a hot topic in the next month or so. Yeah, and decide whether you like them or not. And again, make your voice heard. So that's all we got to say about that.
Yeah, get involved in some way.
Our weeks. You want to go first?
Yeah, this week has been tough. Been taking care of my pup. Please send good vibes. He's doing okay. But it's up and go. It's up and go. It's up and down. It's not yet like touch and go, but he'll have a dip, and we'll really have to be like, whoop, is this the end? But then he'll bounce back. So he's still hanging in there, trying to get all the good time I can with him, just really enjoying, my just this companionship I have, this little shadow, and I've had him for 12 years. One more thing is send me good vibes. I have a procedure tomorrow, getting more injections in my neck. So hoping to feel good real soon.
This week has been weird. So I do most of the work on my car, and it's reached the time where things are breaking, and it's costing more money than the car is actually worth.
Yeah.
So I had a shit show of a dealer experience on Friday after the podcast dropped, and I've been looking like way in. And you mentioned like the analytical part of your like someone's brain is always ticking. And, like I'm the type of person where I can't sleep if I have all this little voice in the back of my head, like just constantly going, like the fucking Energizer Bunny. And yeah, last night I really liked the iPad because I just sat down in the bed, used my little overpriced pencil, and um did a pros and cons list, and that really like centered my brain to be like, dude, shut the fuck up and just get it. So I got a new car. I signed it today. Flaps all around,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much it. A lot of some gaming this week too. We could talk about that a little bit later. It's just more Path of Exile, but I'm having fun. The league took a little bit to grow on me, but I'm having fun, which is important. And then a little bit of streaming, a little bit of waifu, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's pretty much it for my week.
Okay.
Quick reminder though, today is Wednesday. Friday, when you're hearing this, we got a couple of games coming out. Paper Mario is coming out on Friday as well as Ghost of Tsushima. I want to say that this game was delayed, but it was delayed from last month because I think The Last of Us took last month. And we have another game that just released, right? Pick up Paper Mario. It looks great. Ghost of Tsushima, if you have a PS4, cool. Actually, fun fact: this game was made by Sucker Punch. You know who that is?
Yeah.
They made Sunset Overdrive. So which is interesting. It went from an Xbox exclusive to a PS4 exclusive with Ghost of Tsushima, but they've also done Infamous Second Son, which was a game I kind of enjoyed. Yeah, those are the two games coming out this week, or I guess big releases. So pick them up. I'm gonna pick up Paper Mario for sure.
Yeah, I have it pre-ordered. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I want to play it.
What about that other game?
Ooblets. Ooblets came out. It was a indie game that was really highly anticipated, and I'm excited that it finally was released. And it looks like a little simulator, like a bit like Slime Rancher, except you can you have an avatar in the game. In Slime Rancher, you didn't. You just saw your hands. And I don't know, you collect ooblets. Sounds like a bit of a monster hunting game, but you can also like plant seeds and have a garden. But the only thing is there's no multiplayer. So
Slime Rancher's not multiplayer, right?
no. I just wish, I don't know, great time for a multiplayer game. But yeah, I want to get it. It's only $20, but it's on Epic. So not released on Steam yet, which is unfortunate. I really wish it was on the Switch too. This is a game I would love to play on the Switch.
Yeah, I think this one is on. I want to say Xbox. Yes,
Yeah.
Xbox One and Microsoft Windows. I believe it's only on the Xbox One because Xbox One has the Xbox Game Preview where you're
Oh.
allowed to like buy demos or like early access games or whatever, which is something really cool that they do. I wonder if it is available for Xbox Game Pass. That is interesting. Or crossplay
Yeah, to give it
between,
a try.
yeah, maybe crossplay between. Well, no, there wouldn't be crossplay. Cross whatever. Like you'd be able to
Mm.
play it on PC if you have an Xbox. Who knows? I don't know. No research on this. It just came out, right?
Yeah.
Like yesterday,
There's
I want to say.
yeah, and then Fall Guys, I don't still doesn't have a release date, but there is a beta you can
Oh no no no!
apply.
Fall Guys, I believe it's coming out on the 4th.
Okay. I have Steam open. I'll take a look. I did not know that.
Because remember the Devolver thing was on that one Saturday.
August 4th. You're right.
Yes, I
I'm
knew I
looking
said.
forward to playing this one a lot.
This one's a little bit more pricier. This one is about $20. Wait, whoa. No, it's not pricey.
Pre-purchase, it's $20. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, collector's edition is $29.99. A lot of people are excited for this one. So
Because it's a battle royale with like Tic Tacs.
yeah, it looks ridiculous. I'm gonna stream this one.
Yeah, let's stream it.
Yeah, this one looks cool.
I'm just trying to get fucking healthy. I really want to be able to stream again. Makes me happy. I miss it.
This is like Mario Party MMO.
I already bought it. Guys, pre-purchase it because the price will probably go up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now actually. Yeah, I'm excited for this. This is a couple days after my birthday as well.
Sweet. Is your birthday in August?
No.
Oh, I don't remember. Rip.
Okay. So Ubisoft had their Ubisoft Forward press conference, which was a first for them. First for a lot of companies, right? Doing all digital, no nothing tangible. And there was a you could still probably sign up for they gave away Watch Dogs 2. You can't pay me to play that game, to be honest, but I still want it in my library. Just for shits and gigs. But that was free. There was a whole bunch of other cool stuff. I really didn't care. Like um Assassin's Creed Valhalla looked pretty good, but they they finally did it. They finally got it done. There's a there's a Ubisoft made BR, and it has open beta on Uplay. No consoles yet, but it's Ubisoft, right? So they want as much money as possible. It's coming to consoles. It's just the open beta is on PC.
Is it going to be free to play? Because these new BRs are free to play.
I believe so. I would assume so.
Fortnite has had so much success with being free to play, but selling skins and cosmetics. So
Yeah, they pioneered that. But I believe yeah, if a BR comes out and it is a paid BR, I think it's dead on arrival. That's just my personal opinion.
There's just so many others. Like you have to compete.
Right. Oh, no. Also, another big one they unveiled was Far Cry 6, and there's a whole big sale, or there was a big sale of Far Cry games. I think Far
Yeah, if you're
Cry,
interested in these games, pick them up or
yeah, Far Cry
add them
5
to
is
your wish
$9,
list.
Far Cry 4 is 6, and Far Cry 3 is $3. That's how you play on PC. I don't know if that translates to any consoles or anywhere else. I don't think it will.
I forgot about Uplay. LOL.
Yeah, I got conned into using Uplay. It's fine. Whatever. What's the difference between 1,000 launchers and 4? You know, not much.
There's another game I wanted to mention that I bought. It's called fudge Clubhouse. I always want to call it like Checkpoint for some reason, but it's Clubhouse games on the Switch, and I paid $40 for the download, and it's $50, I think, for a physical copy. But it's got 51 games, including a piano mode. So I'm about to release my inner Beethoven and go nuts on my Switch. But yeah, apparently lots of weird little games. And then like chess, like normal stuff. Just reminds me of those PC games I used to play. It was like, like someone would buy, and it was, 16 games for $20 or something.
Yeah, one of those 99s in one.
Yeah, where there was a whole bunch of shit, and then some, diamonds in there.
You know if it's single player or multiplayer?
It's multiplayer.
Oh shit!
But you can also play single player mode against bots of different levels.
Oh.
Yeah, so you could like play your friends in chess. Like I asked like on Twitter and Discord, and people told me their favorite games and stuff. So I was like, all right, let's get it.
Cool.
I was hoping, I don't know what I was hoping for, like Monopoly and Uno. I don't know why. I was hoping for that. Not like Mancala and I don't know, like Chinese checkers. No offense, but not that great at that game. But just, spending some time playing some games. I look forward to it.
That's only on the Switch, or can you buy it on any other platform?
It's only on the Switch, I believe.
Oh, interesting. Is it called Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they place the Switch like it's a game board or something. You can play it with your fingers.
Yeah, you can do couch co-op, which is what you could do with that Mario Party game too, the like board game game. So yeah, Switch has cool things it can do. Multiplayer or solo. Pick it up. Let me know if you get it, and anyone listening. And I don't know. Maybe I'll try chess, but it'll be rough.
Have you ever played chess before?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
My dad taught me how to play when I was a wee mbop.
You gotta get that big brain going.
Yeah.
So we have a follow-up to Nintendo Cross Lego.
Yeah, I woke up and looked at Twitter one morning, and I was like, "Wee!" Because it's so cool. It's like this little retro TV you build, and you also build a console out of Legos, a little NES.
Yeah, this is cool. I don't know if it's $229.99. Cool.
I wish they sold the like separate things. I just want that TV.
But traditionally, Lego sets like this have been super expensive. So I guess it's like in line, and then also it's the branding, the Nintendo branding. So this looks cool. If any of you sugar daddies want to get this for me, PayPal open. Birthday's around the corner. Putting it out there.
Also, you have an OnlyFans, so
yep,
running specials on that.
Promo time. Link.tree/LowerBitrate. OnlyFans is there. Get your FAP on. This is cool. This in conjunction with the little crazy Mario with the eyes.
Yes, you buy that like Nintendo set where you like build this mini Lego Nintendo level. It really seems like it's for kids. Like it didn't. I thought it was cool, but I wasn't gonna buy it. But now you put that little Mario on top of the TV and you have sound. I was like, "Fucking Nintendo, you're killing me.
Yeah, they've you could tell this has been cooking for a while in their back end. Because it has like a cohesiveness. Like you can use different products for different things. But to get both sets, that's gonna set you back $300. It's a pretty. It's a steep price.
It is.
I guess nostalgia, right? Also, this comes out August 1st, so literally in 2 weeks.
Very soon. So I've seen some people pre-ordering it. I guess, decide so it doesn't. You can reserve yours.
Yeah, if you're into this and you want to get it, like you're 100% sure, reserve it because it will sell out. 100%.
Check it out. I'll at least look at it. It's so cool. Like, it's just really cool looking. It's like when Fallout promised like the helmets, or they promised the little Pip-Boy for your arm. Just those didn't deliver, but this looks cool.
Most collectible stuff, like wearable stuff, is trash anyway. I think the
Agreed.
last cool one was like probably the Halo helmet for maybe Halo 3.
Mm-hmm.
That was a long time ago. That's like 13 years ago at this point. You want to get into TV?
Yeah, lots of TV to talk about.
Yeah, I finished Dark. No spoilers,
Okay.
obviously. But what a fucking ride. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe it's on brand. Okay, full disclosure, I still don't know what the fuck was going on. I still don't know. I really don't know. And I think the people that reviewed this are like, yo, your guess is as good as ours. I watched it with someone else, so it was kind of we watched it on Netflix Party on the browser or whatever.
Okay.
And that was fun. That was cool. Like 2020 dating, right? LOL. And
Netflix and chill in 2020.
yeah, emphasis on the chill part. PG-13.
Hey, you want a Netflix party and chill?
I will say one thing though. I'm not going to give up anything. The first season was fantastic. The first half of the second season was good. The second half got a little bit iffy. The third season absolutely pissed me off because it goes in this like this slow burn and you feel like you're getting nowhere, and then the fucking show just ends. It just ends like in the last
Everything
like 15
about it's very sudden.
Yeah.
It like hits you like a hammer, all the reveals or twists, and yeah, it's they like slap you in the face with them.
You need like a spider web like chart to actually figure out what the hell is going on. I almost considered it, but then I was like, that's a little insane for something that I really don't care about. But there's a lot of plot holes that you could probably explain, but I really don't give a fuck to. It was a solid 7 or 6 out of 10. There's no more Dark coming after this. The series has concluded. It is roughly 26 episodes long, so about roughly 30 hours, maybe 32 hours of content, because there's some episodes that are a little bit longer than others. I enjoyed the subs. I thought it was an okay show. It's one of those shows where you can like kind of turn your brain off. And then it like turns it on like a fucking light switch. You're like, what? Yeah, satisfactory. It was cool. I'm glad that they did their trilogy and got the fuck out of there.
Okay.
While the iron was hot. If they did not end it at season 3, I would not have watched a season 4. There's no way.
Yeah.
You can't.
Too much of a slog.
Yeah, you can't roll back down the hill so many times. You know what I mean? Let's not get into it. Watch it for yourself. You be the judge. We had another show popping up. We're gonna blow through this one. It's Hamilton and Disney Plus.
Twitter was like,
well, kind of, because this is kind of a big deal because this was taped 2016, maybe June.
Whoa.
So this is the original cast, right before the original cast broke up, and a lot of people tout the original cast as the best.
Yeah, they always do.
But I kind of see why. There's an actor that won a Tony Award. I forget his name. I'm going to butcher it. But he was fantastic. He was really good. All of them were really good, to be honest with you.
And it's family friendly. Like my 4-year-old nephew loves it and called me today, telling me about Alexander Hamilton. He just, it's a long name for a little guy. So it's funny. But he was like singing me the song, the easy parts. It was cute. So I like that. It's long. I think it's almost 3 hours long, I guess, which is typical for a Broadway show nowadays. But yeah, just a little bit long. But I started it. I don't know what happened. I got distracted by snacks or something. So I'll give it another try.
Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda. He's the guy who plays Alexander Hamilton. He's also the guy who wrote the music, directed the play, or the screenplay, whatever. I don't know, theater. He was fantastic, but the one that really stole the show for me was Leslie Odom Jr. He plays Aaron Burr.
Yeah.
He is fantastic.
Cool.
I loved him in this. It's catchy. It's like if you don't like hip hop music or like renditions of hip hop music and you don't want to learn or whatever, or if you know the story, then this is probably not going to tickle your pickle. But I enjoyed it. Yes, it's a little bit too long though. But typically, you've been on Broadway, right?
No.
Never been on Broadway.
Never seen a Broadway show. No. I mean, I've seen musicals. Like there used to be musicals in the park every summer where I grew up. And so we'd go to those. So I have seen shows, and then I've seen things on movies like VHS, like My Fair Lady and things like that. But no, never gone to a Broadway show. It's fucking expensive. And you got to like dress nice.
That's debatable.
Okay.
I've only seen two Broadway shows, Billy Elliot and the fucking one I had to sign a waiver for, Spider-Man.
I thought you were gonna say like the Harry Potter one.
I would like to go to that one, but
really?
yeah, I mean, it's a cool date thing. I really don't give a fuck, but I like Harry Potter.
It's a good date thing. You would take a no, not Harry Potter. It's the one with the horse from. It's Harry Potter the actor. It's called like Equus or something.
Oh no, I'm talking about Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
No. Yeah, I was like, you would not take a date to this. The guy like falls in love with a horse or something. I don't.
Yikes.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. So it's good because you get basically a front row seat of what's going on. Typically, you won't get that in Broadway, and you'll pay like $1,000 to sit in the fucking back. You know what I mean?
Well, for Hamilton, it was like 3 times that to get tickets just because of the demand.
Yes. You do get that, but it doesn't really translate well because usually you have like a 10 to 15 minute intermission in between, so you kind of like stretch your legs, go to the lobby, get some booze or whatever. And there's only 1 minute of intermission, so roughly the runtime is about, I want to say, like 2 hours and like 20.
I think it's 45.
Most of it is credits.
Got it.
At the very end, but
okay,
it's roughly 2 hours and 30 minutes. I would say is a good actual show time, and you could fast forward through the 1 minute if you really just want to plow through it. Fantastic. Yeah. I liked it. This is a big deal because this was supposed to come out in theaters 2021 in theaters, but I guess like Disney gave them the bag and was like content, which is, I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, that's Hamilton. Yeah, check it out.
For the people, and it's also about American history, so check it out. Just at least give it a try. You might like it. A lot of people like it.
Yeah, at least try to get through the first act. If you can get through the first half of it, you can get through the second half of it. Second half is more first half is really good. It's like music heavy or whatever. I liked it. Would I watch it again? Maybe. Jury's
Could
still
do
out on
that
that
as a
one.
date. Hey girl, let me take you to Hamilton.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
a fucking millionaire.
Nope. All my dates know I'm fucking broke. Especially now. What else? What's next?
Well, we talked about Hamilton, so I just wanted to mention the show The Alienist on HBO. It's a real weird name, but I gave it a try. I don't know why. It's suspenseful and there's a mystery. It takes place in probably the late 1800s or early 1900s. I think in England. No, it's in New York because the cops are all English and then they hate the Italians. So just seems like, takes place in another Manhattan, the Manhattan that used to exist. But it's very violent. The content is, rated MA for violence, and like murder, and they show bodies and things like that. But I keep thinking about it. I couldn't go past episode 3, but I really want to find out who the murderer is. Like, it's a really good mystery. So if you can stomach violence, then give it a try. Alienist, by the way, I meant to mention that. Weird name. I don't think they should have named the show that, but very quickly they explained that an alienist is what a like psychologist would be called, but it was like really primitive psychology. It looks like he himself is probably a sociopath, and he helps kids that are the same way, like many different things that were considered mental illness. Like maybe the son is gay and the parents were like, cure him, but then he helps the parents, understand. So it's like there's an alien nature and then a human nature to yourself. And so the alienist tries to reconcile those two. It's just really old world psychology. Like people didn't have a word for serial killers or sociopaths. There was no psychopaths. Like that came much, much later.
Are you enjoying it?
I did enjoy it, except, I watched it before I went to bed and, just couldn't stop thinking about the horrific murders. So.
Thanks.
Oh, I wanted to mention too, Old Guard on Netflix, not to blab on about it. It's based on a comic.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, where did this come from? Was it a book? So did a little bit of reading. It was a comic.
I'm actually skimming
Netflix...
through just to not to like regurgitate it, but apparently Disney paid $75 million for the film rights for Hamilton, which is the richest deal for film rights ever.
Yeah. Lin-Manuel Miranda is
paid man
sitting on a pile of cash.
Yeah.
I mean, deservedly so. He wrote a musical.
Yeah, he I think he owns all of the music as well, so he gets royalties.
Good for you, man. Own your content. Look at you now.
And also, yeah, it was originally scheduled for October 15, 2021. And it was supposed to be released by Walt Disney, but they pushed it up to July 3rd, for Disney Plus to drive people, because obviously because of the COVID-19 pandemic going on, so to drive subscription numbers to Disney Plus as well. And they also here acknowledge the fact that the whole virus thing that's going on has really impacted Broadway, West End, and just movies as a whole.
Yeah, arts and entertainment.
Right.
Big shift.
Yeah, like New York primarily relies on that. It's an entertainment city. So
yeah, like Austin. Yeah, live music. There's lots of conventions that happen here, and like music festival, like many music festivals that are excellent. Not like any shady shit like Fire Islands, or no, what was that called? Fire
Festival.
Fire Festival, yeah. But yeah, all of that's come to a screeching halt. So I'm also hoping that as certain restrictions are lifted, Austin is a destination like New York. People come here for many reasons, vacation, or lots of bachelorette parties for some reason. Yeah, so I think because the weather's nice and there's lots to do, lots to see. Ooh, it's all gone away though.
Yeah. This was the first Disney production from Walt Disney Pictures
Okay.
to have the word fuck in it. Fun fact. And
That is a fun fact.
this is pretty much like universally acclaimed. It has a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, which really doesn't hold much light, I guess. And an average score of 9.21 out of 10, which is, I think that's a fair score.
So did you say you're gonna watch it again, or
Possibly. I mean, like, I would have to watch it with a group of people. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we could do it for movie night later down the line if Tenet never gets released.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, I'd definitely watch it again, but not by myself like I did it the first time.
Okay. You ready to talk about River Monsters, my favorite reality show?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I thought of it because of these fish I started catching in Animal Crossing. I was like, oh, I saw these on River Monsters. And I really felt like the host, his name's Jeremy Wade. He's this like, I don't know. I think he has a background in biology, but I really love how like the show is science. They deliver, a lot of shows like Chasing Bigfoot. Yeah, you never fucking see Bigfoot or the ghost hunters. Like there's no ghosts, but he's successful. It's really incredible. Just to watch what he can do solo. Yeah, I like it. I recommend it. I started watching it again. I found a new show of his called Dark Waters, just to let people know if you've like kind of drifted away from River Monsters, because it's not a new show. But yeah, there's one called Dark Waters, and I started watching that. It's just wholesome.
Shit like this creeps me out. So I have an irrational fear of water I can't see through.
No, I have that too. Yeah, is that like a New York thing?
Possibly. Maybe we're just land creatures.
I think we're trained though, because the water around New Jersey is the Jersey Shore, which every time I would go swimming there as a kid, I would like come out of the water with like weird rashes because they were just dumping sewage into the water.
Oh.
And then the other water was, the Meadowlands, which is just swamplands, which has a really bad reputation for it's where people dump bodies. So yeah, water is sketch as hell. Or like the Hudson River. Yeah, no one goes in that.
No, I don't. Not many waters are swimmable in the tri-state area. Maybe like Jones Beach. Sure.
Yeah. Oh, I've been there once. Have you been there?
Yeah, it's much better than all the other like man-made beaches, like Orchard Beach in the Bronx, where you could just casually step on a fucking crack needle. Or heroin needle, whatever. Pick your poison. Yeah, this looks creepy. I'm looking at all these little river monsters. Yeah, this is like the shit of nightmares. For me, at least.
Watch the one where they go to like Brazil. It's really exciting because like unexpected things happen. And you're like, holy shit, we're about to watch them die. But just, yeah, it's gripping. Like, you're not going to think it's bullshit. Science and biology, and it's pretty riveting.
This is on what?
It's on Hulu right now. I used to watch it on like Animal Planet or something, but it's just one of those good shows. Check it out.
Cool.
Yeah, I can't stop raving about it. Many people have seen it, and anyone that's seen it, like, I fucking love that show.
It's like, would you classify it as like mindless TV, like mindless reality TV?
No. I mean, because it's gripping and it's science and biology, and the host is not like Bear Grylls or like the Crocodile Hunter, just kind of a cheese ball. Like he's very serious. He like learns the local languages so he can talk to locals and find fishing holes and like hire the right guides. And so it's like a travel show in these crazy remote places to find these giant fish, you know, because they live where no people are. And he's following these like legends and tales about these fish, and he actually finds them because of his work, and you get to watch that happen.
Check this out.
Watch it. Yeah, watch it. Let me know.
After I see Unsolved Mysteries and a Crazy Rich.
Yes, I forgot about that one. It's so good. And one of the cases, because I watching it, I was like, Netflix reach, they're gonna find these killers. And sure enough, I read on Nerdist that they got like new information, like a new clue came to light. Someone was able to make a connection to something a note they found, and then something about the way the body was found. It's like, oh shit, they're gonna. Yeah, like I was like, because of where it happened, there's so many people. It was in New Jersey. It's I was like, someone knows something about this. Like, it's so strange. And then even the one where this young African American man, I say his race because he was really severely a minority in where he lived. I think it was Kansas. So, you know, just not a lot of diversity and just a really sad story. And I was like, they're going to solve this because someone in the small town knows what the fuck happened, and someone will come forward. Like, just really hoping the town breaks its silence, and just because of racism, and someone will come forward and say they know what happened that night to this boy. And again, I say boy because he was a high school student. Like, he was a young man.
That's interesting. That's pretty cool. Netflix has that kind of reach.
Oh, for sure. Like, I mean, I'm sure they're getting a bunch of bullshit tips, which happens. It's too bad, but apparently they're getting legitimate leads. It's exciting. I hope these people find justice. You know, they've lost loved ones. All they want, I guess, is to be able to find out what happened to their loved ones, and, you know, so they can really, it's a part of grief, you know, being able to move on. Yeah. And justice too. Like, these are injustices that have occurred. So really rooting for these people to get the justice they deserve.
That's good. That's the silver lining in this shit show that we call 2020.
Yeah, it doesn't exploit. Like, it felt like a little bit in past true crimes, like Making a Murder, felt a bit exploitive at times, but this is not.
Some good news. We've had a lot of bad news this last week or so. A lot of people passing, a lot of figures or whatever.
Yeah. You want to mention it? Were you a fan of Mythbusters?
To be honest with you, I can't say that I was a fan of any of the people. Like, I know of them, but I wasn't really a fan.
Yeah, it wasn't like your show. I used to watch a lot of Mythbusters. I liked most of the people on it. You know, most of them were very charismatic and likable and really fun. Just, it really was an early, I don't know, TV show showing nerds fucking nerding out at maximum, you know, geek level and using science. So you would learn something, and just, they would do all sorts of things that nerds fantasize about doing, like blowing shit up and seeing what happens when you drop a bomb in a lake. Like, can you survive?
Did he take over later on in the Mythbusters stuff?
I don't know. I stopped watching it, but he went on and had other shows. By the way, we're talking about Grant Imahara. Oh, sorry if I'm butchering his last name, but yes, I watched a ton of Mythbusters with him. Just so charismatic. I was a fan. He has so many fans. Like, I've seen people writing tweets about how he directly influenced them and into, you know, STEM jobs, like to want to learn how to solve problems and use critical thinking to overcome obstacles. So it's been really cool how he's had such a positive influence on so many young people's lives. Rest in peace, Grant, and gone too soon.
Yeah, I was reading the takes from, I guess, his colleagues and friends, and this guy was universally loved. He was behind many, many things. I think he had a hand in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, and Star Wars, like he designed something for the I think for the
Robots.
Millennium Falcon. Oh, for the robots. Okay. Yeah, very involved in lots of nerd pop culture behind the scenes just because how he could use science to do it and his skills.
Yeah,
Such a cool guy.
he was an engineer. Life's too short. He died of a brain aneurysm. So
Yeah, you just drop dead. It's like having a severe heart attack. Like, friends were writing heartbreaking stuff. Like, we just texted last night. Like, we just like Zoomed last night. Like, how could this have happened? So heartbreaking.
Yeah. Hug your loved ones, please.
Yes,
send them
especially
a message.
because you may not be there in person to lay them in to rest because you can't gather. Depending, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, cherish every moment, guys. Life is really scary right now.
Yeah. Let's want to talk about Snowpiercer, or do you want to save that?
No, let's go ahead and talk about it. Hey, anybody watching Snowpiercer? It kind of came out and I forgot about it.
Yeah, this one's a cable TV thing. But if you have Hulu Live TV, I don't have that. But you can watch it on Hulu if you have the live TV thingamajig. I don't know. I want to see all the episodes come out first before I make a judgment and watch it as a whole.
Okay.
Because Snowpiercer was like, it was a confined thing, right? And it could very well translate better as a TV show. And I wonder if they're really gonna like harken on the fact that it's a spiritual sequel to like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
So it picks up where the movie ended?
I don't know specifically, but what I assume to be the case is that it's retelling of the story of Snowpiercer. But
okay,
the Pizzagate theory about this shit is that the guy, the head guy, WW, is he took the name of Willy Wonka, but that's Charlie, and he's trying to sustain life because of whatever the case may be. But they think that he's Willy Wonka.
Theory. Okay.
And then the reason why, well, spoiler alert, the reason why children have to go down into the thing because they're so small is because of the Oompa Loompas, and the Oompa Loompas apparently died out. Who would have thought? And
we already talked about this.
Yeah, we did. But maybe it might translate well to a TV show. Maybe it might be a little bit more dramatic. Maybe they might give a little bit more backstory or whatever that might make it a little bit better. But in my opinion, I think Snowpiercer stands well on its own as a movie.
Yeah. It was a nice little package, like all wrapped up, kind of like how Breaking Bad was as a show. Just very singular, pretty abstract, like open things were open to interpretation. They really trusted the intelligence of the audience, I feel like, in Snowpiercer the movie, to make a lot of conclusions and realizations on their own to figure out what the fuck is going on. Even the ending, you're like, wait, what? Yeah, I don't interested where the show will go, if it will have the same weight as the movie, like what it's gonna be. I'm interested.
Yeah, we'll see how the first season goes.
Do you know if the director or anyone from the movie is involved?
I don't think so. I think the last time I checked, he was not involved.
Okay.
So basically, the screenplay, it's based upon Snowpiercer, but it was developed by John Friedman.
Is this a show?
Yeah, the show. So it's
Okay.
based upon the movie by Bong Joon-ho, Kelly
Yes.
Masterson,
I
um,
feel bad forgetting his name.
Graham Manson, and Josh Friedman are the ones that are developing it. 10 episodes, so we'll find out in 2 months.
Do you feel like the movie was made for an American audience? You know, like Parasite really felt like, you know, anyone could enjoy it, but it was in Korean. It really showed Korean culture. Feels like it was made for Korea, you know, their film. I don't know. Whatever Hollywood is here. That was
I think Snowpiercer is also Bong Joon-ho is an executive producer on the show. So he has some
oh,
hand in
okay.
it.
Okay.
But for me though, Snowpiercer feels like a foreign film that is just in English. The way it's like
Yeah.
shot in the story, it's very ambiguous. It's not like a traditional movie. Like they don't explain a lot to you, and they leave you to your devices at the very end of it, like a typical like Parasite. You know how kind of that was.
Yeah, where you're like sitting there on the couch after it's over, you walk out of the theater like, am I dumb? Or was that just, you know, open ended? Like everything about it was just like open to interpretation. Like
Yeah,
nothing was explained or there was nothing like foundational. You were just like you were viewing it from the people in the back car. So it's just complete mystery to what happens outside the world of that back car in the train.
yeah. This keeps on like harkening back to Hamilton as well. This has a pretty decent cast. Jennifer Connelly is kind of like I guess the star of it, but David Diggs, he played the Frenchman in Hamilton. He was one of my other
Yes.
standout performances. He's in it as well, so that's
Yes.
cool.
He's good. All
That's
right. Well, Snowpiercer. I mean, I really like Tilda Swinton on there, and then wasn't it Chris? Not Chris Pine. Captain America.
uh Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. Thank you. Ooh, and between him and Chris Hemsworth, I have a really hard time keeping the Chris's straight. But yeah, he was good. I liked him a lot.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a release date for Snowpiercer season 2, so possibly this shit is like done. I don't know.
Just 2 seasons?
No. Possibly season 1 has concluded. Oh yeah, season 1 has concluded, so we could binge this shit.
Okay.
I'll
Check it out.
I'll get back to you next week.
I'm gonna add it to my list.
Yeah, check it out. I'm gonna check this out. What's next? Did we talk about Old Guard?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay. Old Guard Netflix. Check it out. Charlize Theron. She's good.
Yeah, let's do a quick plug. You know, do some plugs before we move on to the movie section. Is that a good idea?
Yeah. So if you're interested in hello, if you're new, right? Congratulations, you got almost to the end. We do every week on Monday. We do a movie night. We do it on Discord, and it could be whatever movie we're watching during that week. So, this Monday we would have watched Arkansas, and we talk about it on the podcast. And use our link tree. Everything is there. The Discord is there. It'll lead you straight to M's Discord with the lower bitrate section where you can give some feedback or just chat about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Lengthy discussions going on in there. Has everything that you need. So share it with your moms, share it with your dads, share it with your aunts. Don't share it with your girlfriends. I would like you guys to stay together.
She
Anything
might
else?
find the OnlyFans and then it's over.
Yeah, I don't wanna be a homewrecker.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody, and find our links. You know, go to Twitter and you can find everything there, the link tree and Discord links. Join us for movie night. Again, I look forward to it every week. I was like, is there a way we could do this more? Because like this past week, I just needed it. Like, felt like connecting with human beings. It was weird.
That's much needed. It's up to the YouTube. Follow the Twitter. I mean, a lot of people have friends, personal friends, that I'll tell them something in passing about the podcast. They're like, "Oh, you're doing that?" I'm like, "Yeah." Follow the Twitter. Go on the
Yeah.
YouTube and subscribe to it, because sometimes I'll put a code there.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I have like 50 games, 50 Steam games that are just burning a hole in my pocket, and sometimes I'll just put one in there randomly. So check it out. There's a lot of fun stuff that you can get involved in.
Yeah, connect with us. We're just here for shits and giggles, so come join us for some fun times, an escape from the nightmare of the reality we are currently stuck in.
So on what day is that going to be? On the 20th, what are we going to be watching?
We're going to be watching What We Do in the Shadows, the film, not the TV show. So the original, has Taika Waititi in it, who's the big favorite. We've watched one of his films so far, which was Jojo Rabbit. That was not this past week, but the week before. So I'm really excited to watch another one of his movies. I have seen it, but it's been a while, and it's very funny. It's just dense of comedy, of satire and parody, and a lot of it feels improvised too, and it's just excellent watching them bounce off each other as vampires.
One of my favorite well, obviously Leonardo DiCaprio is my favorite actor. Don't roast me. But my favorite scene of his was improvised. In Django Unchained, on the dinner table, where his hand is bleeding. His hand is actually bleeding.
Yeah, he actually hurt himself.
They kept rolling. But yeah, when you say things like that, like most of it was improvised or like ad-libbed or something like that, sign me up.
Yeah, with people that are genuinely funny too. It's a little bit different with comedy, but I think comedic actors are incredible, because they can go over to drama and they kill it. It's just comedy is a real talent that not many people have. So
Yeah.
Gets no respect too, by the way.
Yeah, comedians are underappreciated. And they're under attack too.
There's animated awards at the Oscars, but no comedic awards. It's incredible. They just ignore an entire genre.
Well, most of the comedy movies they're like low quality, right?
No, there's some excellent ones. I mean, I think
by and large, though.
Yeah, I mean, but there's a way to judge comedy. I think it's even more subjective than drama. It's like it's life or death. Either the joke lands and you laugh, or the joke bombs because no laughter. It's not like drama where you're just kind of like, all right, some silence. All right, here we go. This was intended.
Okay, so Arkansas. What did you think?
This is my second time seeing it, so I didn't mind watching it again. I thought it was a good movie. It's not rated very well, I guess. I just enjoyed it, like as it was presented. I don't think you should be really critical of it. Like, the plot is simple and predictable at times, just very predictable at times. But I would recommend it. It's about drug runners, and it's interesting. It's kind of like Ozark meets like some sort of Tarantino film.
Yeah, this for me was 1000% diet Tarantino. Like 0-calorie Tarantino. It wasn't bad. I was entertained, right? But this is a movie that you have to go in and you have to turn your brain off.
Yeah, just take it for what it is. Don't be like, oh, this, just don't analyze it.
Please don't.
Just enjoy it for what it is. Like Old Guard. Just it's not going to win any awards, but it's worth a watch. because it's got Hemsworth Jr. in it. I like him a lot.
Baby Thor.
Did you like the character of Swin, who's his, partner? He didn't choose.
He was kind of funny. That is actually Clark Duke. He's the director, and he wrote it.
Yeah, it's based on a book, though, I think.
Yeah, Arkansas by John Brandon.
What do you think of Vince Vaughn?
Vince Vaughn is hit or miss for me.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time.
I just couldn't. Finally, I was like, okay, his Southern accent is good. It's fine. Like sometimes the Southern accents are like real wonky. So he stuck with like the local dialect accent. Like he didn't start like switching to like different regions of the South. He did a good job. But I had a hard time getting over the fact that Vince Vaughn voice, he talks in this like certain cadence, and he sounds like it's Vince Vaughn talking. So I had a little bit of a hard time with him as this like I don't know, this maverick. I don't want to give away exactly what his character is, but and what role he plays in the story, but he was just a real maverick, like trying to really be a self-made man, high risk, high reward.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a high point for me for this one. He was kind of like, it was believable to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Liam Hemsworth, Baby Thor, kept his accent throughout the whole film.
Yeah, he nailed it. I've noticed something too. Maybe this is a horrible stereotype, but Australian and New Zealanders can really easily switch into a Southern accent. There's something that's maybe it's like the cadence, or I don't know. I've just seen them. It's like, can you do an American accent? And they can very easily do, deep South accents.
Yeah. Some high points were, for me, John Malkovich. As always, he's fucking fantastic. He's so funny. He's like effortlessly funny.
Just a point. He is also infamous voice. He was hilarious. He just was kind of like a country bumpkin, like, well, I reckon, and well, I can't even think of some Southern idiom that he would say, but
he said I had the prettiest feet. No, I have the feet of Christ.
And then him walking by very comedically, like they're talking, the two partners that are drug runners, like kind of low level on the ladder in the mafia. And so they're talking by the pool, and then he just struts by in the background, just walks by and just goes, if any of you want to call me sir, I'm fine with it. No need to be embarrassed, and they're just looking at him, and then of course the smart ass calls him sir. It was just, that was the funniest point in the movie for me.
Yeah.
One question I had, just kind of comedic thought, was they're like, one of the rules is no girls, because like you're supposed to be living this double life, and like there's no way you can be dating someone if you're a drug runner pretending to be like some sort of auditor. Like, how is that going to work? It definitely jeopardizes everything. And sure enough, they tell him that. Seems like the very next day, the one smart ass partner goes out and picks up a girl in a supermarket. I was like, how's that ever worked? You creep up, you roll up with your cart on someone that close, and then you're like, hey girl, where's the radishes? And it worked.
Oh, speaking of her, you know who she is, right?
No.
Her name is Eden Brolin. She is the daughter of Josh Brolin, Thanos.
She did a really good job.
Yeah, she doesn't have many credits to her name, but I enjoyed her. It was okay. But yeah, another highlight for me is Omar, Michael K. Williams.
Yeah. Too bad he had such a small role. I was like, give me more of that.
Yeah, anytime it's his voice. Whenever his voice and his cadence are like unmatched. He did the voiceover for Overwatch League 2018 in New York City.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
And it's like hearing that in the Barclays Center like gave me fucking chills. Like as it was happening. He's so good.
That's like Lance Reddick, you know, from Destiny. Like him as the like Titan and just perfect voice. Like put him in as many video games as possible. I don't care. Just put him in every game.
He's doing more video game stuff too. He's getting a lot of work.
Should. Yeah, he should. It seems like once you do like a big, you know, if you can just have that chance, you're given a chance for a big role, then you're in as a voice actor. Like, seems like you'll get a lot of work.
He's done actually, this is funny, 2009, 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. Destiny from 2014. We're talking about Lance Reddick, by the way. Quantum Break, Payday 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, Destiny 2, all the iterations of it.
I forgot he did Horizon. Yeah.
John Wick Hex, which I think is that indie game on Epic Game Store.
Okay.
He's doing Destiny 2, and he's going to do the new Horizon. Oh, shit. Almost forgot. Horizon Zero Dawn is coming out really soon on PC.
Cool.
I'm going to snag that. It's $50.
So, man, I would rather pay 40.
I think it comes with the DLC, though. I think it's like the complete thing.
Yeah, they usually do that with the PC releases.
Yeah, this movie was a solid 6 for me. Arkansas. Tarantino light. Wasn't too much. It's like akin to it's like a non-action Transformers. Turn your brain off and just enjoy it. Enjoy the cinematography. Enjoy the lightweight violence or whatever.
Yeah, it was shot well. I enjoyed the directing. Did you think so?
Yeah, the directing was fine. I think Clark Duke did a good job. From coming as a extra on The Office so many years ago.
That's right.
Right. And then he got a series regular the season after because I guess a whole bunch of people left.
He was very good in The Office.
Yeah, for him to do that, he's a nerd too. He's in Superbad. He's in a whole bunch of these cult classic films or whatever.
Yes, he's never going to be the like action hero unless it's something like This Is the End, like a Seth Rogen movie. He's just he's definitely a, you know, nerd kind of weirdo. Like he plays a really weird guy in this movie.
Yeah, he was funny too. He wasn't that funny, but he was funny. He wasn't funnier than John Malkovich.
He wasn't supposed to be funny, you know, like he was supposed to be corny and no one was ever laughing at his jokes. Even no, I won't spoil that, but you know, he really kept that up. He was committed to that like weirdo, just trying to be this like kind of slick talker.
Yeah. You have anything else for this week?
Yeah, I would recommend it. Do you recommend it, Arkansas?
Yeah. A very simple film. If you want to, how long was it? Maybe like almost 2 hours.
Yeah. Did you think it was too long?
I think some things could have been cut.
Okay.
A few of like the long scenes could have been cut or whatever. Yeah, for me it was a little bit too long. It didn't give me like the pain in the back of my leg when I realized like, oh shit, I've been sitting for so long. Yeah, it's a decent film. It's on DVD and it's on Blu-ray, so maybe you could probably Redbox it, even though I wouldn't do that. I saw it first.
Yeah,
that's it for me. Decent mediocre film.
Yeah, it was a good watch. I saw it twice, and I really enjoyed. Hemsworth might have been my favorite. I mean, yeah, Malkovich was good, but I don't know. He might have been my favorite.
He played the part well. He's trying to not be his brother. You ever get that vibe?
Yeah, taking really different roles. I mean, he looks different. Yeah, I can't imagine, you know, Thor Senior in this role, right?
No. Hell no, he's too big.
Yeah, it was good.
Chris Hemsworth is he's a husky man.
He's training for something like the Hulk Hogan. Ugh, gross. But Yeah, so he's trying to. I saw it on Twitter. Like he's bulking up. He said it's going to be even more than Thor, and I was like, I don't think it's going to be worth it. That man is a known racist. Like, why are you doing this?
We can save that. I don't want to rant on Hulk Hogan. R.I.P. Gawker.
Oh yeah, that. But even just the reality show was ridiculous. It was never good. It was just always really toxic and petty things. Boiled ass family. They're kind of like Dog the Bounty Hunter, you know, like the obsessed with the bleach.
Yeah.
I think it soaks through to the brain.
Is it confirmed that he's doing a Hulk Hogan thing?
Yeah. Said he's training for it.
I don't see it on here.
Oh. Watch it be like The Onion or something. I was just really surprised it was Hulk Hogan. Like he hasn't had a good decade.
No, that man's been through the ringer. I don't see anything on here. The only thing that he has slated for 2020 is called Extraction and a what if scenario with Marvel Studios.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth needs positive mental state for Hulk Hogan biopic. Fitness Guru talks Chris Hemsworth trimmed filming into Hulk Hogan for upcoming something. And then Daily Mail and People, same thing. He's talking about his insane physical, regimen to bulk up.
Interesting.
Yeah, how are they going to film that?
I think it's going to be it's on hold indefinitely. For sure. I think most
why are you
things are on
bulking
hold.
up, dude? Don't strain yourself. You gonna watch that?
Probably not. Maybe Morbid Curiosity if I can get a low-key copy, if you catch my drift. But
yeah,
I'm not going out of my way to see that.
I feel like it's like the Jeffrey Epstein doc, kind of like, why do we give these men more fame?
I would be interested in seeing the wrestling portion of it, but anything personal with Hulk Hogan past probably like NWO, no. Absolutely
not. Hopefully it will just focus on maybe his wrestling career because his private life is just bleh. No thanks.
Yep. All right.
Well, sorry for taking that long tangent, but thanks for listening to episode 34, everybody. Remember to connect with us. You can find us on Twitter and find our link tree there.
Yep, it's going to be in the description boxes of everything. I'm going to start putting it in the podcast stuff. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out. That's it for me.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, and join us for movie night. We have a good time every week on Monday. So, adios.
Y'all eat. Wear a mask.